Look at this.
French farmers?
Single mothers?
Single mothers who marry French farmers just to get a council house?
Asylum seekers.
Oh, for God's sake.
And before you start, this is nothing to do with race. This is about overcrowding. Britain is overcrowded.
Yeah, you're quite right, Colin. There are far too many foreigners living here. We should send them all back. Let's start with, I don't know, say, Sven-Göran Eriksson?
That's different. That is different. Look, imagine that Britain is a bus, OK?
Dad, what are you going on about?
Britain is a bus, and the bus is full up. Ding, ding, no more room inside. No one else can get on board.
Is it a double-decker or a hopper? We say a double-decker can take 90 people. A hopper can only take 35. I counted.
It's not really a bus. It's,
Metaphor.
Exactly.
All right, no, I see what you're saying now, Dad. Basically, Britain is a bus, and anyone who doesn't pay the bus fare should be thrown off, right?
Absolutely.
All right, and to continue the metaphor, bus fare basically corresponds to income tax, right?
Right.
Well, in that case, you would have been thrown off 2 stops from the depot.
This is nothing to do with taxes.
Hey, who said anything about taxes? I thought this was a bus.
Oh. So you two would just let all these people get on board, would you?
Well, can't they sit with the driver?
You see, most of these people are desperately trying to escape poverty, hunger and violence.
Then why are they coming to bloody Birmingham then?
Einstein was an asylum seeker.
You are?
In the 1930s, he applied to Britain for asylum from the Nazis, but we didn't want his sort coming over here living off Tesco tokens. So he applied to the States instead, and when he got to America, that's when he discovered the atomic bomb, which is why America has a multi-trillion-dollar economy and world domination, and we've got Clotted Cream and Cliff Richard. Oh, and one more thing, Colin.
What?
According to my timings, I've just gone into labour. Stop pushing me. I'm not a shopping trolley. Oh. Colin, have you got the bag?
Yes, I've got the bag.
Is it the bag?
Yes, it's the bag.
Seema, check it's the right bag.
It's the right bag, OK? It's been packed and ready, waiting by the door since 10 minutes after conception.
Don't put the bag in the back. I want it near me.
Would you like me to feed it a saucer of milk?
Colin, be quiet. You are becoming hysterical. Peter, don't let that door slam. You haven't got a key.
Mom, is the baby in the bag?
No, sweetheart, that would be far too sensible a system. Mother Nature prefers to take the baby and wedge it behind Mummy's pelvis.
Do you want me to come with you?
No, you, stay here and get the kids ready for school. Last time Peter did it, they went dressed as Power Rangers. Oh, and, can you go to the chemist for me?
Uh-huh.
Get me everything that relieves pain or smells nice or stops leaks.
You stop bloody gassing and get in the bloody van. I feel quite calm, actually.
I'm very happy for you. If you're so calm, why are you driving us to Asda? Haven't you forgotten something?
No. Yes. Hope you've got a muzzle in here for when your hormones kick in and everything's my fault.
I've told you 1,000 times, Colin, you don't have to be with me when I actually give birth if you don't want to. I'll be fine. I'll give birth alone, like a feral cat in a barn.
I'll do a deal. I'll be there, providing I can be at the end that talks.
Who bites?
No, no. And how are you?
I'm very calm, actually. Yes, right. Sorry.
You know, they're going to kill us when they find out we haven't taken them to school.
Look, this is far more important. Think about it. When they come home and come up the drive, they'll see a great big banner. Welcome home, Mum and Baby.
What?
I thought you said Barbie.
No. Baby. She's not going to give birth to a toy, is she?
Well, what then?
It's a person. A real little person.
Well, if it's a person, how did it get in Mum's tummy?
Who wants some mini Jaffa cakes?
Well done, Mrs. Craddock. Little boy.
You what?
No, it's all right. The midwife says they're Braxton Hicks.
Braxton Hicks. Sounds like a scaffolding firm.
They're early contractions, very early. We're probably going to be here for hours yet.
Well, don't you worry about me, my love. I've got my paper.
I'm not worried about you, Colin.
Oh. Of course, with seahorses, it's the males that have the babies.
No wonder they're so rare.
Elephants are the worst. Their pregnancy lasts almost 2 years.
Colin, if you'd spent more time at antenatal classes and less watching Discovery Channel, you'd be a lot more use.
There. You be as difficult as you like. I'm not even listening. What's this 126?
It's the baby's heartbeat.
Blimey, what's it doing in there? The Tour de France? Anyone for salad? All this fuss.
What?
All this fuss, all this equipment. Wasn't like this in the old days, you know. My mum had me at home. No painkillers, no problems.
Oh, here we go. And half an hour later, she was riding a bike with a mangle on her back.
Virtually. I was her eighth, remember. By the time she had me, her birth canal was more like the Mississippi Delta.
Yeah, well, this is definitely my last one ever.
You are joking.
Well, why don't you do it like they did it in the old days, Colin? Have it done at home. No painkillers, no problem. Colin.
What?
You don't really want to be here, do you?
Don't be ridiculous.
No, it's all right. It's quite trendy now. New men don't attend the birth. They have too much respect for the sacred mystery of the female earth cycle.
So what do?
Find the nearest henge and chant incantations.
Is that like finding the nearest pub and having a cigar?
No, I'm serious, Colin. I've been thinking and... Well, I think we both know what's best here, don't we?
Oh, yeah. Could I have a pregnancy testing kit as well? Hello? Hello, Colin? What?
She's up there, first floor.
So what's got into her?
She just suddenly said she didn't want me there.
Well, Colin, you have to admit, you haven't exactly been enthusiastic about being there for the birth, have you? We haven't been to any of the classes.
What, sitting cross-legged on the floor, shoving coconuts through bicycle clips with blokes called Toby?
You said you were going to wear a welding mask.
What a joke.
You also told Peter you were going to wear your Birmingham City shirt so it was the first thing the baby saw when it opened its eyes.
And am I wearing it? I like ducks. They follow the first thing they see. One thing's for sure. When he does open his eyes, the first thing he sees ain't gonna be me.
Did you see Colin? Mm-hmm. How was he?
He looked like he'd been tied to a lamppost outside a newsagent's. What happened?
I don't know, I just saw him sitting there and I just suddenly thought, I don't want him here for this. Do you think that means I don't love him?
Isn't it a bit late for that?
I think it was his tubs of universal sealant I went for first. I'd had 3 years of being a single mother. 3 years of leaky taps and drips and puddles, and suddenly, there he was, with his own set of stopcocks and a 20-year guarantee.
Then you think it'd just be easier to get a B&Q store card?
Seema, will you stay with me?
What does it feel like?
Like a rhinoceros trying to escape a house fire through a cat flap. Oh. Poor Colin.
Can't you just pretend to love him? Just for the birth?
Why are you whispering? Nobody can hear you. Look, he really didn't want to be here. He's just upset because I made the decision. It's just like when he doesn't go to the match. As soon as they kick off, he wishes he'd gone. Was he wearing his football shirt, by the way?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. As soon as this baby was born, he would have pulled his shirt over his head and run around with his arms stuck out like an aeroplane.
Could be worse. Some blokes name their kids after the entire team.
Yeah, don't think Colin didn't consider that. He said the squad rotation system made it impossible. Anyway, let's see what you got. Yeah.
I got him too, isn't he sweet?
Sweet, he looks like Pete Sampras. What's this?
What?
What have you got a pregnancy testing kit for?
Is this a good time?
What do you think, Raj? Looks great, doesn't it? Oh, no, Kavita, don't shut the door.
Well, I think the father should be at the birth. Let the bugger see the trouble he's caused.
Miriam, shouldn't you be getting back and looking after the shop?
Well, if you're not having him here, at least make a cassette recording of your screams. That way you can play it back to him when he's moaning about putting up a few shelves. Of course, it might be for the best. My Jerry was never the same after he saw me giving birth to our Sophie. Turned him right off. Before that, he could be very spontaneous. You never knew where he was going to pounce. I remember once at the funeral parlour at the co-op.
What?
We were making the arrangements for my grandmother. The chap went out to get some shroud samples, and Jerry said something poetic about life and death, and suddenly... But after he'd seen the consequences, that was it. He was always very squeamish.
Well, why did he come to the birth in the first place?
He didn't. The birth came to him. I had her in the back of his Ford Granada. I could be quite spontaneous myself.
Miriam, I think I'm just about to reach the 4-letter word stage. Maybe you better go.
Oh, good luck. Mwah. Well, at least you're in a bed. When I had Sophie, I had my feet in the ashtrays.
I better go and get some, yeah?
You stay right where you are, young lady. I only did that to get rid of her now. What are you doing with a pregnancy testing kit?
I thought you might need a second opinion.
OK, Kavita, forget it. Come out.
Sorry.
Right, we're going to have to go to the hospital and get a key off Dad. It's not far, we'll just get the bus.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, no, we haven't got any money.
He said we could put a hat on him and do penny for the guy.
Good idea, Raj, but it's only January. We're going to have to walk.
But it's miles away.
Raj, would it be OK if you gave him a lift?
Yes!
OK. Right. Wagons roll.
So this Al Bear is a teacher, is he?
Was.
Oh, so he's already cleared off.
Well, he doesn't know about this yet.
I'm going to report him. He's going to be struck off.
He was only a student, teacher. We have French students come over from France to help us with our oral skills. Well, we promised to write.
OK, well, let me dictate your first letter. Come back, Froggy, I'm up the duff.
I don't know that yet, and don't be so racist.
Do you love him?
I don't know.
I don't know. So you've gone and got yourself pregnant with a bloke and you don't even know if you love him. That's different. I'm married. You're 16.
Yeah. Mind you, how old you were when you had Raj?
Yes, and look what happened. I was much too young to get married, and so was Raj's dad.
And when he left, you married the first man you met who had his own toolkit. A man you won't even have by your side for the birth of his own child. Don't you dare give me lectures after what you've done with your life.
Seema! Seema, wait. I think you better call the midwife. I think it started.
I remember that day. After a great deal of effort, I had managed to pull off a very tricky athletic manoeuvre. For Mum's sake, I had actually managed to cross my fingers.
Oh! Where the hell is everybody? Colin! It's going to be too late. I know it is. It's going to be too late for an epidural. How the bloody hell did I get myself into this mess?
Too late to change your mind now. I hope it's quick. It's getting very cramped in here.
Hallucination.
If I'm an hallucination, why can you feel me moving around?
Ow! Stop doing that.
I can't. I'm all scrunched up. So, you're my mum.
Well, it certainly looks that way, doesn't it?
So, what's it like?
What's what like?
Out there. The world.
Oh, well. All right, since you ask in no particular order, there's pollution and famine and injustice and Anne Robinson. There's global warming and...
Go on.
No. You might change your mind.
OK. Tell me about some nice things then.
Nice things, OK. Well, there's chocolate and flowers and dishwashers. They're very nice, apparently. And there's love. Love's nice. But not the icky, messy stuff, the hugs and cuddle stuff.
What's the icky, messy stuff?
Never you mind.
OK. What else?
Well, are you a boy or a girl?
I don't know. Why?
Well, if you were a boy, I suppose I could tell you about cars and football and having a wee in the woods without worrying about it. And if you're a girl...
What?
If you're a girl, I could tell you about lip liner and lower car insurance and George Clooney. Oh, you'll be fine if you're a girl. As long as you remember to visit the chemist before you meet the Frenchman and not after.
I don't understand.
Oh, you're a boy.
How would I tell?
Never mind.
Have I got any brothers and sisters?
Just a few. Any more questions?
OK, Mrs. Craddock. Let's see how we're doing. Better clear the decks. Looks like baby's going to make an early entrance. OK. You're doing fine. Let's get some of this stuff off the bed. He's a strange-looking fella. Where'd I put him?
Oh, give him here. I've got to hold somebody's hand.
Dear God!
It'll be just like Dad to have nipped out to the pub.
Oh! Ah! Oh! 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 I will grow to love it eventually.
God is a man. God is definitely a man.
Oh!
Dad? What are you doing lying in the flowers?
It's so hairy. But I don't care what it looks like. I want it to be a Blues supporter. Come on.
Like a feral cat in a barn. I want my husband.
Never mind him. You just concentrate and push him.
Oh! Is it a baby up there or the Isle of Bloody Wight?
So she's actually had it already? Is it a boy or a girl?
I don't think they'll know until it's been shaved.
I'm afraid the lift's out of order.
What? Oh, it's bloody Tony Blair. Come on.
Just one more push, Mrs. Craddock.
Can't. Oh. I can't. I don't have anything left.
Do you mind?
Mum, why are you still fat? And there's the baby.
It isn't here yet.
What happened to you?
Oh, the wind blew and we got locked out. Oh, we found this one in the flower beds.
I lost a leaflet. How many pink dots mean you're pregnant?
By the looks of them, Mrs. Craddock, they need you up and about as soon as possible. Now, why don't you give us a nice big push? Everybody out. Out. Come on. Out you go. Out.
Is that everybody? Oh. God, I love you, Rapinda.
I love you too.
You know that saying? The road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Who on earth left you here?
Well, the road to the children's conductive unit is paved with good intentions as well.
Basically, it's very simple. You see, there's this race. Lots and lots of tiny little tadpoles, and they all race each other. Off they go, racing to this an egg. And the fastest tadpole gets to the egg, and he's, panting out of breath, and then he knocks, knock, knock, on the shell of the egg, and the egg sort of says, "Oh, hello, tadpole, in you come in here and become a baby," and there you go. That's it. That's what love, marriage, and families all boil down to in the end.
But where does the tadpole come from?
The tadpole. Where does he come from? He comes from Tadpole Town.
And where's that?
Mini Jaffa Cakes.
There we are, Mrs. Craddock. Beautiful, beautiful, brand new baby boy.
Oh, darling. Oh, no. Oh, hello, sweetie. My new little brother, look. Oh, gorgeous. Where's Raj?
Make way! Birmingham City's aboard her, coming through.
Damn, they found me. Just when I was getting settled. The kids in this place are lucky. They're on their own. No families to look after. Not like me, lumbered with this lot. Now another little mouth to feed. Not that it's his mouth that'll cause the problems. Still, I'm sure that it'll all work out fine. Just fine. Fingers crossed.